Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name's Corina. So today is super exciting. It's July 4th weekend and we are here at Warner Brothers to do the Warner Brothers studio tour. I haven't done this tour and it's been on my bucket list since I can remember. So I'm super excited that we get to go today. It's a weekday and they only do the tours on weekdays, so obviously working a full-time job, that's really hard to do. So I'm super excited. We just parked, that's why I'm in this really dark parking garage, and let's go on the tour. I just want to preface the beginning of this video that there's a lot of background copyright music, but there's also a lot of just background noise in general, from conversations to like the wind during the tour and everything. So you are just gonna enjoy a nice little musical montage with here and there videos from the tour, and I hope you guys enjoy. So let's get into it. So the floor is like a layout of the entire Warner Brothers lot. So it has like these little mini Warner Brothers Studios, stage 16, stage 25, and then the iconic blimp.
On the East Coast, they left their home behind and headed west to begin making their own films. Once there, they took a big risk and invested in sound pictures. The Jazz Singer, released in 1927, was the first talking motion picture and innovated the entire film industry. Generations later, this studio remains home to a growing family of artists, technicians, and visionaries who share the Warner Brothers passion for entertaining us all. And behind these gates, the story continues.
In Sheldon, that's the train museum he worked at for the day. I'll have you look on the left side. There are those fire escapes. That was in Spider-Man Homecoming. One that you'll hear some stuff today that's not Warner Brothers gangster films. This was their biggest thing. They made a lot of their backlog. See, he made this for the 1980 version of Annie. And right over here, this building was Miss Hannigan's orphanage. The Joey's girlfriend. It's also the street over here. This side is where Phoebe gives that homeless woman money to buy money, and then she buys her a soda with a thumb in it. And that's some of our friends' stuff. This is when he comes out of the bakery and it reveals that he's in Paris. So for that, what they did was put another green screen over here in that opening and make it look like Paris, the city, was behind him. But really, he is walking down this street over here. So that's a few things how they'll do that again. All right, let's turn down this corner. So huge train track looking thing. They actually just took it down a few days ago because they're building the front. I don't know if anyone's seen Abbott Elementary, but this is where they're building the front of the elementary school. So when you go back, The Last Samurai, they actually turn this whole place into old Tokyo, Japan. This is a real theater that they will do actual screenings and red carpets and events over here. So it's kind of funny that that's right next in the Pussycat Dolls When I Grow Up music video. Yeah, so a lot. Here you can see this kind of T right here. That's actually lifts up and makes it look like it's an entrance to a subway if they ever need that, because this is technically New York Street. This is also New York Street, and that was originally at the ranch property. You're gonna get to go over there after the end of the tour, but I'll tell you about it in case they don't over there. So that was originally at a ranch property, the one that's about a mile away, and that's why the background's different. 2 years ago, for their 25th anniversary, they brought the entire fountain over here, and then because it was here, they did the reunion over there. So that's where they did the reunion. That is the real fountain again, just not the place. But if you can imagine where that fountain, like if it wasn't there and they had trees in that area instead, you can see how this is the path that Phoebe did her crazy run and Rachel was embarrassed to be seen with her. They had the place paved before. It used to be kind of like a Central Park looking thing. It's also where Rory goes and visits Jess in Washington Square Park when she visits him in New York. So again, they can use this as a park. They did it in Big Bang Theory. Front Street is famous because, or called Front Street because right in front of us, this building, this is the last known remaining set of Casablanca in existence. This is the cafe, the flashback scene. So while I do say that, if you have seen the movie La La Land, there's a disagreement of which really is the last remaining set of it. So she points to a separate one. That's for you to decide just of what I've seen in books. I think it's that one, but totally up to you. So yeah, she points to, I think, this one over here. But yeah, this was in La La Land where she takes Ryan Gosling for a walk. You can see this town is very diverse. It can look like any town in the U.S., which is why they call it Any Town USA. So they can dress this up as they did it for Pretty Little Liars. Over here, and we'll kind of look, you can see the gazebo. Over here, this red building, this was the front of the Alibi Room in Shameless. This is also the street where in the last episode of Seinfeld, when they go, they see the guy getting his car stolen from him, and they just kind of sit there and watch him and do nothing. Some other things that filmed in this area, this is in Norbit. It's also in Jack Frost. It was originally made for a movie called King's Row, and that was a Ronald Reagan movie. So we will walk through over here. This house, this is the Seaver house from Growing Pains. And they would go up to San Francisco for their exterior stuff. They were actually, for the commercials and their promotional stuff, they were tired of having to go up there, so they just replicaed the house right over here. Same stage they did Full House, but Full House had 9 seasons, so they didn't get a plaque. And then after The Conjuring, yeah, I believe The Conjuring, they were too afraid to go in there, the crew, so they got a priest to come bless the place. So this is stage 16, and I will play you a video, and I'll get out of your way.
Stage 16 became the tallest stage in North America in 1936 while filming Cain and Mabel, starring Clark Gable and Marion Davies. Davies felt the stage should be taller to fit more elaborate sets. Workers painstakingly raised the stage 30 feet off the ground with hand cranks to reach its current height of 98 feet, instead of adding the height to the top of the stage. This allowed Cain and Mabel to resume production much faster. Since its completion, this stage has housed some incredibly large sets from memorable films, like the park for the Shaboopy dance sequence in The Music Man, the drag race in Rebel Without a Cause, the riverboat poker tournament in Maverick, and the grand finale of The Goonies. Stage 16 houses a giant water tank underneath its floorboards that allows the stage to be filled with millions of gallons of water.
This is where they also have on this other side of it a hardware store and a paint store. They also have here a gas station, and then you can also get stuff from the props department. They have furniture as well, but if you want to make your own, you can do that. Yeah, it looks like they're making They have the signs from the shows. Over here you can see how they make the set, like the ones we just saw.
Experience them in our action and magic May Fair finale. Enter a world filled with your favorite DC superheroes and villains, original costumes, and vehicles from the films, while choosing to take part in memorable DC moments. And go behind the scenes of the Wizarding World with sets and props from Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts. Select from a variety of magical activities and learn more about your favorite creatures. Then celebrate award season with a red carpet moment of your own. Surrounded by rare pieces of film and television history. You can also explore our one-of-a-kind studio store, a great place to find exclusive and personalized gifts for TV and movie lovers. Thank you for joining us today at Warner Brothers. Remember to share your favorite parts of your tour with hashtag WVTourHollywood.